Let's move on to some TV and talk about The Rehearsal Season 2, because Nathan Fielder is back on HBO, introducing his intricate role-playing scenarios to quell people's social anxiety, and this time the target is airline safety. A hilariously topical season given all the recent fears and issues regarding international flights and plane crashes and FAA safety.
The marketing's insane a little bit, bro. He went a little too overboard with that.
Art, we had very interesting discussions about the last season of The Rehearsal, which took on a little bit more of a personal approach to subjects of social anxiety. What did you make of the way Nathan Fielder evolved the show in season 2?
I like the tangents that he goes on, just being able to connect different things. Each episode from this season in particular felt like it's got this overarching thing of the pilots, but each one was able to cover something different, from when he was covering relationships and how the facade of acting can make people not feel like that's cheating. So giving people the excuse of an acting role really pushed this idea of his Fielder method. I like the episodes when he was just breaking down how two people who work together always have this kind of like a tier status to each other. And that's what stops people from communicating.
A power dynamic.
Him becoming a lobbyist, damn near, on behalf of HBO or really himself, to then just an entire episode where he cosplays Sully. I found it to be very fantastical, entertaining all throughout, even when it was as pointless as it could possibly be. He found a through line every single time. I like the discussions he had with season 1 as well, because I think season 1 is fascinating. But even in there, I had my own qualms about it, and he kind of brings it up here and is able to kind of use this gift that he has. Like he treats himself like a god with all of this space that he has, but in reality, he could be the devil. And it's this push and pull, because he's a mad genius, really. And the way that he's able to kind of play with people's emotions in this blend of fiction and reality is great. And I think he topped it in every episode, even more so than he did in season 1.
Yeah, he's a master manipulator, not just of people, but of scenarios. And he's been able to use it in really interesting ways. I had a discussion with some friends recently about the show and the exploitative nature of it, because I think that's what a lot of people brush up against, because it really does feel in a lot of ways like he is using these people for humiliation comedy. But I think often the actual points he's trying to make go deeper than just the embarrassment of strangers on TV shows. They're about human nature. They're about things that are not true of just these people. They're true of all of us. That's what season 1 really got into. And I think season 2 also approached those subjects in really fascinating ways. Amanda, I know cringe can be an issue for you, despite your allegiances to The Office.
Yes.
How did you handle season 2 of The Rehearsal?
I think honestly getting through the curse helped, even though that's very fictional. And this is literally like, there's the Nathan Fielder method where it's just like, oh no, oh God, I could never. And then I went through season 1. And then this one was just so interesting in terms of like how it was addressing the plane stuff that I was like, there is like a whole like documentary going on here at the same time. That's just wild, and just like the commitment to everything he did to make this happen is absurd.
His willingness to go lengths without actually telling jokes is so funny in its own way.
To actually say, I think I owe HBO a joke around here.
I don't know if you guys are familiar with Joe Pera.
Yeah.
Yes.
100%.
He's like, I find that he's like the anti-Joe Pera. I find that they kind of they're opposite sides of the same coin. It's just this weird, quirky wholesomeness, but then this is like not wholesome, kind of evil, not evil, but like, you know what I mean? And then Joe Pera,
serial killer who chooses not to kill.
That's exactly it. Versus like the guy who like wouldn't want to even kill a fly.
Yes,
you know,
yes.
I find that the way that they make their shows feels so different, but also very similar. I don't know what it is. It's just some kind of vibe is there.
Well, they both have this like really unique logic where they delivery as well, but the way that they arrive at their ideas, it's like their brains are both really fascinating.
Yes. Yeah.
And yes, like that's really, I think, one of the major pleasures of watching The Rehearsal is you never know what's going to happen. You sit down and you have no idea what you're in store for in the next half an hour. Maybe we'll touch on airline safety. Maybe a man will be lifted by wires wearing an adult diaper. You just don't know. And there's so few shows that are as unpredictable as this one is, and that's one of the pure pleasures of it. I think for me, and maybe this is diving a bit into spoilers for it, my favorite bit is just that entire final episode, because it feels like such a daring exercise to go on. Like, why would you commit yourself for years to getting your pilot's license, going through all this training just to go through with this silly, recreation exercise, fielder methoding it?
Yeah.
But it's the boldness of his actions that he really he really commits to the bit. The hours that he put in that we didn't even see just makes it that much funnier. And I think that is one of the things that Fielder has really separated himself from his peers in, is that he's going to lengths no one else would be willing to go to in order to pull off this comedy.
I got one question for you.
Shoot.
You getting on a plane where he's a pilot?
I mean, if you asked me that before I watched the episode, I'd say no way in hell. Now it seems like my man is flying all over the place. He was in what was he in Nairobi for the show? Like
he can make it to Nairobi. He can get me to New Jersey and back.
Exactly. And he's very concerned about communication in the cockpit.
I can't imagine the pilot coming out. Are you guys all okay? I will be driving to. So you get back in there.
So good.
Yeah. What were your highlights of this season? Was it that final episode? Was it insinuating that the Paramount Plus organization is akin to Nazis?
Just a wild turn that episode took, and then just continues the rest of the season like it's
as
nothing.
if it wasn't.
Right? Then just blows the budget on this recreation of Sully. Unbelievable. I mean, you got the Evanescence song.
Yeah. Oh,
being
yeah.
Incredible,
twice, right?
Yeah, like when he mentions that the chorus is the exact length of time as the pause in the black box recording.
It's just so random and from left field that you're like,
it's
why not?
How did you get there? How does your brain work this way?
The way it's used at the end, the whole buildup of the American Idol bit and how you're able to fictionalize all these people who are also auditioning to actually be on a show, but not the show that they think they're going to be on.
Right.
The dog. Cloning the dog, but not having the same dog at the end of it.
Because you didn't raise it the same way.
Yeah, you didn't fight in front of the dog for it to cuddle you the way you want to is absurd.
Also,
absolutely
just speaking of the Evanescence song, I just put a link if you to a shirt that's for sale. You can check the back of it. Check the back of the shirt.
Wow.
Amazing. I'm getting
Crew
this for
shirts right here.
Caitlin right now.
I figured that'd be someone's out. He's got the iPod on the side.
Stop on the sleeve.
In the sleeve. The iPod on the sleeve.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah. No, it's
really
perfect.
Funny. I like how it's a specific iPod too.
I know. The first one. That's the first one.
Amazing.
Is that the buttons?
Yeah, and I like his whole push of wanting to be serious while he's a comedian, and that we see a lot of people working on that. I'm a YouTuber, but I want to be a documentarian.
Yeah.
Or I'm making this. I want to be sure. And his whole thing is like, I'm gonna be who I am.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I genuinely think the episode that ends with the bit about performing sincerity is quite profound. It's really like a thing that doesn't get addressed quite a bit in how like even things that are like authenticity are performed, and just because he always seems like he's being inauthentic doesn't mean that there's not some genuine efforts behind it. Like I find him to be quite a like sweet person in moments of the comedy, and it's like you don't really feel it because he never acts that way. But if you look at what he's trying to do, and you mentioned like some of the ways that he was able to use these recreations to help autistic kids this year, right? Like, I think he has like a good heart. It's just hidden under layers and layers and layers of irony.
Well, and that's the bit when he brings that up. He's also telling you, like, out of the first season, there was a guy in the Intercut podcast who had a real big problem with what I did with the kid. But I like that he brings that up because he could just ignore it.
Right.
He could just ignore it instead. And let me add the other one. Him taking the autistic test.
No, I love that.
Holy smokes, bro. I woke up Alina because I was watching that at night. I'm like, take this test right now. I just love the way he pauses.
I want to, you can do that. You can get an fMRI and they'll tell you that. Let's go.
Wait. They can test this.
They can test it.
But it's this idea of like, however it turned out in season 1, what were your intentions for it, right? And it's him going like, okay, people saw this as going too far. Then what could I use this gift for where it can help people? And it's a freaking beautiful moment the way he ends that episode. And then how sneaky it is because it's like, and just showcasing to you all, this is all you need to go talk to a politician. It's absurd.
Yeah.
But I like the way that what you're talking about, that sincerity episode, because he also doesn't put down the pilot, the female pilot who is able to speak to all of the contestants well and has the like exit survey. She's like, there's nothing wrong that she's able to be nicer. It's just I can't do that. When you see me do that, you're gonna think I'm faking it. Yeah. So, beautiful. Just a great finale as well. He did it.
It's such an excellent show, and he remains one of our most interesting, eccentric performers. Just whatever he's up to, you have to watch it. It's just at that point now that no matter what he's involved with, it is a must-watch movie or show.
Is he even there? Is he even there yet?
Do we even know if there is a Nathan Fielder?
Yeah. But like the fact that he may have not even done the thing that he will be known for the rest of his life is crazy to me.
Actually, now I'm curious, is there a favorite Nathan Fielder project for either of you? Because we've seen him do Nathan For You, The Curse, 2 seasons of The Rehearsal. You can separate them. Maybe you're a fan of some of his work on, what was This Hour Has 18 Minutes. Is that the Canadian show, Amanda?
22.
22
this
minutes?
Hour has 22 minutes.
Thank you.
Finding Francis, because I read up on like him and his wife.
Yes.
And how they split. And I was like, holy smokes, Finding Francis just like leveled up 20 degrees, bro.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Probably The Curse as of right now.
Curse is great.
His scene in The Night Before.
I was going to say the Claw Machine episode of Nathan For You is still hard to top. Nice. It's a really funny show.
No smokers or no smoking allowed. I like that one.
No smoking allowed is excellent.
That was great.
What a genius.